And good evening. It is Tuesday. We've made it to Tuesday, July 11th. Oh, my word. The year is flying by. I am Dr. Mike, and I am from www.drmikesemporium, drmikesemporium.com. Like we say, it's Atlanta's original shave, beard, and hair care shop. We're on Instagram at drmikesemporium, which is also a wonderful place to get more information. And like we always say, most of the time, have a question? Let us know. We're here to help. All right, so let me hop over to the comment section. And there's Miss Ksenia. Guess what we're talking about tonight? I actually thought of this during the day because that's what I do. We're talking about angles. Angles. Hey, Julie, good to see you. Awesome, good to see you. Rick, good to see you. Welcome. A really interesting thought came over the weekend. My brother-in-law, Scott, was asking about the Henson razor, and he was talking about the different, how do the best way to use it. And it became a thought in my head about the angle that the Henson razor has. So it got me thinking about the other razors that I have. So of course we have a straight razor, right? And angles are very important. So here we're holding the straight razor, and when you shave with a straight razor, you're trying to do about 30 degrees, right? So you get in here and you're not doing this bit. If you see somebody doing this on the thing, that's scraping, and that's horrible. So the shallower the angle, the better it's going to get. Around 30 degrees is where you want it to be. That's that sweet spot. So really, really important. So what about safety razors? Well, let me see. Here is a Merkur 23L, right? And you see it has the top plate, right? And we have this thing called a guard. This is the bottom, the base plate. Hey, Matt, good to see you. And there's no blade in here, so I'm not going to cut myself. But one of the things I noticed is look at the angle that it's forming right here. Let's see if I can get closer there. Yeah. So you see how that curve is going to give you there. Therefore, when you're shaving with it, you have to find where that 30-degree angle is to really make it work. Now look at this. Here is a wonderful vintage Gillette adjustable, right? Adjustable. And again, it has that top plate and it has the guard, right? That's why they call it a safety razor. So as you find it, as you turn, notice there's a little bit of a difference between the angle here. So every razor is going to have its own place where you can find the angle. And that's the important part of safety razor shaving. Neat, huh? Yes, Kay, I know you do what you want. There's no stopping you. Now, look at this. This is our good friend, the Rockwell 2C. Now, we all know that this base plate can flip over so you can have a very more aggressive shave. So what do we mean by aggressive? Well, it actually changes the angle. So you can get a little steeper and a little more blade on your face. Cool, huh? Wow. Okay, so with the Rockwell, you're going to come in here, right? And you're going to lift up until you feel the blade. So there you go. Look at that. So what did Henson do? Well, Dr. Mike's HQ. 30-degree angle, right? Already built in. So literally, it will only shave, and the amount of blade they give you, it will only shave at that perfect set, right? That 30 degrees. So there you go. So that's why the Henson is really good for people learning or people who are just like, I need to shave, let's go. No problem. So Scott, I hope that helps. Okay, so we're talking about getting the razor flat on your face. The face of this razor is flat on your face. It's not up here. You don't have to really work it. So hopefully, and you never know with the internet, so let me get to shaving. Hey, Jen, good to see you. But what we're going to use tonight, if the internet stays with me, RazoRock Triple X. Remember I found the aftershave? I actually found a vintage version of Rockwell or Razor Rock Triple X, and it's a very nice Italian kind of citrusy smell, fragrance, right? So I just thought I'd talk about angles for a little bit, and I'll show you when I start to shave how different it is. So awesome. Did everybody have a good weekend? I did. It was quiet. Only a minor catastrophe, and that's with our ankles are tough. Ankles are tough. But angles, we were talking about angles. Angles, not angels, not ankles. Yes, we had here at the Dr. Mike estate, one of our critters, Mr. Walter, who is a lion's head rabbit, had a issue, and we had to deal with it. And I'll tell you, I'm going to be delicate, and I'm hoping that anybody on the chat will be delicate as well. That poor Walter, let's just say, he needed a little bit of tailgate cleaning. Okay? And it wasn't just a little bit, it was a good honking chonky butt is what that was. So thanks to Miss Ksenia, who is a wonderful animal, a redneck Snow White, we call her. But we were able to get Walter taken care of. He wasn't very happy. But yesterday, I got a chance to get out to a wonderful veterinarian out on Windward Parkway, not Windward, it's Windward Animal Hospital. And they just loved him. He was really good. So, all right. So I got the shaving ladder on the face. Oh, the razors just fell in the sink. Like 3 razors fell in the sink. Hey, Jeff, good to see you, sir. We're about to do a shave. So watch this. I'm going to get here. Notice the razor is perpendicular. I'm going to lift up until I feel the whole face of the razor and just shave. Just like that. Really, really easy. And that's one of the neat things about the Henson. Love that. I mean, there are other razors that shave just as well, but I've really been impressed with the whole line of Henson razors. They almost take the thought out of it. But if you are enjoying a vintage razor shave, that is your prerogative. We do shave. I shave with my Rockwell 2C most of the time. So it's always wonderful like that. Music by our friend Micah Caldwell. Don't worry, we're going to be working with him soon, and maybe even Neely Griffin to get some new music. Okay, so, hey, you know what I'll do? Walter is doing really, really well. He's apparently gained a little weight, and the people are like, well, you need to take about 1 pound off of him. So he's only having hay and 1, 2, or 3 blueberries, right? And maybe half a little probiotic biscuit. How about that? So again, we're lathering up. Now watch this. I'm going to use a different razor. Is that crazy? Yeah, it's crazy. All right, let me get, here is our buddy, the Rockwell 2C. So watch. Now remember, you saw the angle of the purple Henson. So we're going to go a little bit like here, perpendicular to the face, and I have to lift up a little more to get that angle and feel the blade. Now here, we can talk about if you are having irritation, like say your skin is just decided it's one of those deals, right? It's just, you never know. So what you can do is make your angle a little, I'm going to say a little more slighter than more, less than more, right? Less is more. So what I'm talking about is you want to lean more towards the top cap than the guard. If you take this and you go to the leaning up here where you're touching more of the top, that's a shallow angle and it's going to be smoother to you. If you're needing a little more oomph, you can focus more on this guard here, and that gives you an even more aggressive angle. But don't do anything like 50 degrees, okay? That's no bueno. So, like I'll show you when I do the neck here. Okay. So remember when we do the Yes. Oh, you're talking about kids. So a Mantic 59, who is the sharpologist, I saw a wonderful article on how you can shave your like against the grain on your neck. He says you start with it's flat. See that? Look at that. The top is flat right there, and the moment you feel the blade, you just gently begin to move. And we're talking that is about. It would be a shallow angle. It would be a totally shallow angle. So, making sure that the razor is just barely moving along and sliding along. How about that? So that is a wonderful thing. And sometimes, your skin's going to react. Hey, David, anytime you're using like shaving, because it could be anything. It could be it could be the humidity. It could be, in the South we have humidity. Nectarine. Oh. Someone's doing their dad jokes, apparently. All right. We go back to this. We're going to lather again. Really, really easy. No. Watch it. Okay. So I'm going to go here in the neck, whip back with a Henson. Yep. So you can really hear the razor going against the grain. So all the engineering that Henson put into their razor really makes a difference. So it makes a good bit of difference. So there we go. All right. Last little spot. Oh, and Mr. Rick, I will tell you, we got your order. And we will get Travel Otter in the car at some point this week. Hello, Chris. Good to see you. And get your order to you. Because that's what we do. Excellent. All right. So give me a second. Let me get a little feel here. Awesome. Yeah. Everything's just gone. I think using two different razors sometimes can be a really big trick. So this is really nice soap. I've forgotten how nice the RazoRock brand is. They were one of the first ones I kind of hooked into when I was kind of starting my shave career. All right. So what would be a perfect finisher for this would be the RazoRock Triple X. And it's an alcohol splash. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to give it the 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, right? Excellent. So there we go. All right. So a lot of folks were asking about, like, hey, what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about angles. And let me get this cleaned up a little bit. And there is that 30-degree angle that Henson has built into this razor. So you actually just get, it just flows right through. Yeah, good to see. Good. And then we talked about the Rockwell 2C, right? As we move in, we find the razor, and then like that. No, actually, it's not suggestive of that. It's more of like I got like a alcohol content or something like that. I forget. It's been a long time since I talked about it. So, all right. So with that, so remember your angles. If you're having too much irritation, maybe lighten it up a little bit, right? Right, there you go. So that's a wonderful thing. No, it does not. It does not. Very good. Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, hope everybody had a good time tonight. I know I did. This is a great show. And we will see you Thursday at 9, and hopefully we'll have something else to talk about. Maybe talk about beards or mustaches or something. Who knows? So on behalf of Travel Otter and the boys back here and all the silly things we have going on, I will say if you're going to shave, you know you are. And if you're going to beard, you know you want to, right? Shave dapper. Beard dapper. Be your dapper best, okay? We'll see you Thursday.